Welcome to our video, where we explore the differences between crypto and fiat in depth. Are you curious about the differences between fiat and crypto? Do you want to learn more about how they work and why they matter? If so, then you're in the right place. In this video, we'll explore the key differences between fiat currency and cryptocurrencies, and explain why these differences are important to understand. So, let's start with the basics. What is fiat currency? Fiat currency is the currency that's issued by a government and is not backed by any commodity such as gold or silver. It's essentially a piece of paper or a digital representation of money that's accepted as a means of exchange, but has no intrinsic value of its own. And what about cryptocurrencies? What are they? Cryptocurrencies are digital assets that use cryptography to secure and verify transactions as well as to control the creation of new units. They operate independently of a central bank, and their value is not tied to any physical asset or commodity. How do fiat currency and cryptocurrencies differ in terms of their supply? Fiat currency is created and controlled by a central authority such as a government or a central bank. The supply of fiat currency is determined by the decisions of these authorities, and it can be influenced by a variety of factors such as inflation, interest rates, and government policies. Cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, have a fixed supply that's determined by the underlying technology. For example, Bitcoin has a maximum supply of 21 million units, and no more can be created beyond that limit. What about their transactional properties? How do they compare? Fiat currency transactions are typically processed through a centralized system such as a bank or a payment processor. These systems can be slow, expensive, and can be subject to censorship or government intervention. Cryptocurrency transactions, on the other hand, are processed on a decentralized network of computers that spread across the globe. Transactions are processed peer-to-peer and are secured by complex cryptographic algorithms. This makes cryptocurrency transactions faster, cheaper, and more secure than fiat currency transactions. What about their privacy features? How do they differ? Fiat currency transactions are typically subject to government and financial institution surveillance. Banks and other financial institutions are required to comply with regulations such as the Bank Secrecy Act, which requires them to monitor and report suspicious transactions to the government. Cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, offer varying degrees of privacy and anonymity. Some cryptocurrencies such as Monero and Zcash offer enhanced privacy features that allow users to transact anonymously. However, this also means that cryptocurrencies can be used for illicit activities such as money laundering and tax evasion. How do fiat currency and cryptocurrencies differ in terms of their value? The value of fiat currency is typically determined by the economic and political stability of the issuing country. Inflation, interest rates, and government policies can all affect the value of fiat currency. Cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, are subject to market forces and are highly volatile. The value of a cryptocurrency can fluctuate wildly based on factors such as supply and demand, adoption, and media coverage. What about their storage? How do they compare? Fiat currency is typically stored in a bank account or a physical wallet such as a purse or a pocket. It can also be stored digitally in a mobile or online wallet. Cryptocurrencies are typically stored in a digital wallet that's secured by a private key. This private key is a unique code that's used to access and manage the cryptocurrency stored in the wallet. It's important to note that if the private key is lost or stolen, the cryptocurrency stored in the wallet is also lost. So, what are the main advantages of fiat currency? The main advantage of fiat currency is its wide acceptance as a means of exchange. Almost everyone accepts fiat currency as payment, and it's easy to use for everyday transactions such as buying groceries or paying bills. Fiat currency is also backed by the full faith and credit of the government that issues it, which means that it's generally considered to be a safe and stable investment. In addition, fiat currency is typically insured by the government or financial institutions, which means that if your bank fails, your deposits are protected up to a certain amount. And what about the main advantages of cryptocurrencies? The main advantage of cryptocurrencies is their decentralization and independence from government control. Cryptocurrencies offer a way to conduct transactions that's free from government intervention, censorship, and surveillance. Cryptocurrencies also offer fast and cheap transactions that can be conducted across borders without the need for a bank or other intermediary. This can be especially useful for people living in countries with unstable or unreliable banking systems. In addition, some cryptocurrencies offer enhanced privacy and anonymity features that can protect users' financial privacy in ways that fiat currency cannot. In conclusion, fiat currency and cryptocurrencies have some key differences that are important to understand. Fiat currency is widely accepted and backed by the government, while cryptocurrencies are decentralized and independent from government control. Fiat currency is subject to government surveillance and inflation, while cryptocurrencies offer varying degrees of privacy and anonymity. Ultimately, the choice between fiat currency and cryptocurrencies depends on your individual needs and priorities. Thanks for watching. Remember, life's an adventure. Keep exploring and stay curious.